as a preteen, I knew that Atlantis really existed just because of how it was spoken of offhandedly
Just that it was
in
known to
early
exist.
writings.
Yeah.
Well, not just mentioned, but mentioned offhandedly like you would a place that's just a landmark.
Right. We landed in New York before we went to Montreal. Yeah.
We were in Austin
Yeah.
by Dallas.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you ever seen the guy that thinks that they found the spot in Africa? What is that the ring called? That Jimmy Corsetti is he's on this. This dude is an expert in this shit. And he's an expert in ancient catastrophes and the remnants and the evidence that shows that these civilizations existed and something happened. And he's focused on this one area in Africa that he believes is Atlantis. And he says it has all the hallmark characteristics, and there's all the evidence of massive water erosion surrounding the area. And that at one point in time, it's very likely that this area got hit with a massive flood, and it matches all the characteristics of Atlantis. When you see it, when you see the way the concentric circles of rings, like try explaining this. You're going to see it. And try explaining this through a natural phenomenon that doesn't exist anywhere around it.
Right.
Concentric circles that is near what used to be water, and there's heavy water erosion marks all around it that indicate massive amounts of quick-flowing water in a very short period of time.
Right. Yeah.
Look at this.
I forget what it's called, but I know exactly where it is. It's right here. So you can zoom in. It's that right
That's
there.
it. Look at that thing. Bro, are you fucking kidding me?
The reshot structure.
That's
I
it.
believe it's
The
called.
reshot structure. I mean, are you fucking kidding me?
I think if you go 3D, you can see the...
Now imagine if that was this massive city of concentric circles and walls and a thriving population, and then it gets hit with this water. You can see the water erosion all over the place. The whole thing looks like it's washed out. See?
Yeah.
It looks like it was washed out because it was.
Right.
And that's salt, I believe.
But that's
yes,
what
there's
makes
salt there. That's the other thing.
between this and the Garden of Eden locations. Like these are two of the great landmarks in human history.
Where's the Garden of Eden?
Well, when you read the stories, right, the thing that strikes you is that it's so specific. Like, it says things in talking about the Garden of Eden that, wait a minute, if I can't find what you're talking about, this isn't even real. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like where the Garden of Eden was, there's, I think, 4 rivers that come from it. And then it names 2 of them. Like, I don't want to be specific because at least he's going to bring it up. But it's like the Nile and the Euphrates, right?
Right.
So you know 2 of them. And it's saying, you know, where the 4 meet, this is where it is. And, yeah, my whole life I was like, This is really weird, because at one period of time we're thinking no flood happens. There's so many things that have lined up from these great religious books to where we can see that, no, something happened here. Like,
Something happened, and these are stories of people telling stories that have been told to them for about 1,000 years.
but
before
this
anybody
is
wrote it
why,
down.
right?
Yeah,
This is
because
why
something
they were
happened.
told. And that's what
Yeah.
that's the difference between those of us that want to know the world's mysteries and conspiracy theorists. Like, there's
Right.
nothing to a conspiracy theorist because you're not producing what you're using. But these world mysteries, like, that's harder to do. A lie is not something that people are going to repeat for generations on generations. It's being repeated like that because people have reason to believe it to be true. And as you go through history, you see that those are the stories that we still talk about, but they're still valid. Like there were writings that the African Dogon tribe is like,
Right.
like
From
they're
like the Sirius star system.
like they're saying very specific
Yeah.
things, and for hundreds of years we're going, you guys are idiots. You don't know what you're talking about, right? Like
Right.
somebody will have a fake star story,
Right.
you see?
Right.
And now we get to the point where we can actually see what they were talking about.
What if we
and
find
it
out
was-
that we're aliens? That we were just dropped off here a long ass time. And the Adam and Eve story is the story of the place where they created us.
I'm sure we're the only people in the universe that think like that.
You think so? Why do you think that?
No portion of humankind's story differs from that.
It's all creation story.
Like if you go, that's why NASA and Space Force are not more forthcoming, because the further you get in space, the more obvious shit is. Like once you're up there and you're looking down, this shit doesn't look like there is no God. It looks like you're in the middle of somebody's workshop and they just showed you every single way that every star can be made, every single way a planet can be made, every way that a black hole can be, a galaxy, a universe, and then showed you the best of the best.
It's the spot. I mean, in our solar system, we're the best neighborhood that's ever existed. They all suck. Every other planet sucks.
We're rudimentary enough that we still require environmental help.
Right, until you get that chip. Once you get
At
that
each
chip,
point, it would be like saying people that didn't learn how to ride horses, they were slow.